We're live, just so you guys know.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you're well enough to be here.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, I was with Larry. It's like, there's no way that
He's not.
he's gonna
He
make it.
messaged me and he just sent an email that said, yeah, he said he was not.
There's Sharon.
Oh, perfect. Sorry, Sharon. I just texted you. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Do not just ignore.
Ignore.
Yes.
Judd, did you see that,
Do we have? I thought we had another sheet.
Yeah, there's-
And it is fun.
that it was a contract for Cable One?
This is the.
Did you see that?
I did that too.
Okay.
Just like, it's okay.
Oh, I guess it's your copy then.
For life.
For life. Your copy for life.
Just
We're
your
live,
Sharon.
Miss 5.
Okay, what do you want to start? You want me to start? What do you want to do?
This is a joint meeting between the ADC and the RDC. I like Cindy to take over because she's so good at this rather than I am.
Thank you. Oh, this is live, isn't
Yes,
it?
Yes,
we're live now.
Yes, we're live.
Thank you, Kaylee. Okay, well, let's start the meeting just by having a roll call, please.
Mayor Grant,
Present.
Cindy Mason.
Here.
Kaylee Carnahan.
Here.
Chris Gaylor, Tim Kemple, Sharon Nagel,
Present.
Jeff Crane, and I am here.
Okay. APC would be Cindy.
Yes, I do not have
Sorry,
those.
so Kaylee. Here.
Denise.
Paula. What am I thinking right now? Denise
And
Here.
and Paula. And then Kyle is not here. Is that the only one? No, Tom. Tom's
Yeah.
not.
So,
I'm sorry.
All right, I've got
Which
those
I
in
don't
my-
blame them because we did cancel it earlier. So.
I've got-
Okay, well, first of all, has everybody had a chance to see the, oh, excuse me, do we have the minutes from the previous meeting?
Yes, I handed those out to you. It was in February, and there's the 2/9 and 2/16, and I stapled them together so
Got
that,
it.
and if we need another set, I've got an extra up here.
Please.
Oh, these are just from the RDC.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could have a set, Denise. I mean, there's not.
It's okay.
Okay.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from 2/9 and 2/16 for RDC.
The only thing I see on 216 is just it's Brian, right? That's
Yes.
It's Brian's stump.
What did I
Yeah.
put?
Byron.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a pesky Y.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Bryon.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
So
sorry.
what is it? How do you
It's
spell it?
Brian.
BRYAN.
stump is TUMPS.
No,
Yeah,
Is it?
it's TUMPS. Yeah, so funny, I read it like.
I did too.
Brian, Bryan.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Cindy
never
can
be
correct it
creative.
on hers and then sign both of them and give
Okay,
it back to
perfect.
me, and
Good
they'll be
catch.
corrected.
Okay, okay.
Because otherwise, we
Clearly-
really don't. The first and the last name both were rocks.
Clearly, I wouldn't have known because I'm the one that typed them
So you seconded.
Yes, I will second with the
All-
with the corrections.
corrections.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
And Cindy is second.
Thank you for keeping them on track,
It's okay.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got two presenters here tonight, so Judd, I believe, is reading over the contract that Brian has submitted
She'd send it.
for us to look at for Cable One. And so
Just ripping it.
And then here's another copy for you to keep. That's for you to keep. You can.
okay.
Thanks.
So I don't know if we want to go ahead and go through the fiscal plan.
Maybe I mean, not
Kyle
that,
is here until after the council meeting.
well, that's what I'm just thinking
You want to go last?
for APC.
I'm gonna be here for the council meeting.
And-
Yeah. I think for maybe APC
Judge-
stuff,
Judge
should we
Stone.
go over with Brian first? Because will Brian need to be here for the city council meeting?
No.
So if we
no.
do that, then even APC members, if we could adjourn, I mean, they could
Gotcha.
leave if they wanted to.
Okay. When I got this, Brian, I guess I was thinking that we were getting like a contract sorta for, or an idea of what we wanted to do down here on the 200 block.
Yes, is it,
This is for cable one.
no, yeah, my focus is only on cable one, not the 200 block.
Okay, the zoning. The other one was on the zoning
Yeah, that
maps.
was for the zoning for the city,
Right.
so there's the two before you.
And where is the one for the zoning?
I've got a copy of it and I marked mine up. I would
Yeah,
have a clean copy, but
Well, I know you had some questions. Have those been resolved?
talk to them and all resolved.
Everything's resolved.
We have a couple of things just to call out so that the planning commission and the redevelopment commission are aware that, like, what they anticipate receiving from the city is a zone map that's not just a PDF. It's either AutoCAD or,
Yeah, so what we're looking for is we're anticipating having shape files, at least having some electronic information as far as the parcels and so forth. I did after you and I spoke, I talked with our person, our kind of GIS guru, and she would be able to get the parcels. So there's no change to us as far as
Okay.
cost or things like that.
okay, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna have to be created. That's an upcharge, just
Yeah.
so you know.
And so you're saying, no, it does not have
No,
to be.
yeah, because if there is no electronic data whatsoever, which actually does
Sure.
happen in some communities, then we've got to, get the roads and right of way and parcels, and there's a lot
Sure.
of just creating the
I'm
map.
sorry, I'm taking-
We should be able to get all of those parcels from the county, so.
So I saw on Flores, when I tried to go to the map, it just took me to the GIS, the Beacon site. I didn't see the map, but I saw the map in Edinburgh.
Okay,
So, which was awesome, by the
and
way.
I don't know what Florida's done after we delivered the buildings to them. I know they were able to county get those GIS files to the county.
There's a button, you click on the zoning ordinance and zone map, and you click on it and it's the zoning ordinance.
That's
I don't know, look at the PDF of the zone map.
And there's a place in there where it looks like it's been hot linked to the zone map where it says zone map, so you can click on it and it takes you to the GIS.
So, John, I went over this earlier, so your deliverables, both for the zoning ordinance and for the zoning map. So for the zoning ordinance, you'll have a PDF that is the entire UDO, which is a combination of your zoning and your subdivision ordinances together. That'll be hyperlinked both within the document and out to external links that are within the UDO. It's just one simple document, it's a PDF, and it's word searchable, really easy to, one of the things we get compliment on the most is I can find things.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a garage, I can type it in and it'll show me all the spots that's where it is in the ordinance. But we also give you the Word files. Believe it or not, some consultants give locked PDFs as a deliverable on an ordinance, I just find that unconscionable. It's like, no, this is your ordinance, you should be updating it. In fact, I encourage you to just keep a template list of, hey, these old things you're seeing, and once a year or so, just come through and hey, here are these 4 things we want to just adjust or make sure they're clear. So you'll get all the Word files for when we do each of the chapters as a separate Word file. So you get all those Word files, so you can make those changes if you want. And when it comes to the zoning map, we do zoning at a parcel basis. So each parcel has a zoning designation. And then you'll get a PDF of the entire zoning map where you can zoom in and see the parcels, as well as all the GIS shape files. So if you want to put it on your website or work with others, the county, you have that ability. And again, that's there for you to use and keep the map up to date.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm fine with the contract.
Okay, Caleb. This is area planning, this is not our,
Oh, no, it's totally fine. No. I'm not upset. I'm sorry, I was reading this. No, I think my concern, which I talked a little bit with Joanne about the whole thing, was just, it's fixing our future stuff. I just want to make sure that we know, like, it's fixing a lot of our future stuff, but we still have issues that we're gonna have to correct that are current, and that's okay.
And that's
It's
working with the
yeah.
steering committee, correct? Will some of
Yes,
that be
well,
done?
so, and I don't want you to think, I am absolutely on board. I am for this 1,000%. I just want to make sure that we know that, like, yes, we are doing this. There's a little more legwork for us still.
That's
To
okay, but
get it- yes,
that's
to get it
part of
figured out.
it,
Yes.
was my understanding, that there would be like a steering committee and
Yes.
go through different areas and parcels and make sure that this is what we want that zone to be.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but what I think Kaylee's talking about is, like, you know how we specially regulated storage containers? That we went in and we took an affirmative position about where those can be and where those can't be. That may need to be a tweak to what they currently have.
Right,
Mhm.
You know,
right.
Once we see what their zones are, we may need to find out where to stuff that, but
right.
so there's gonna have to be some work by the plan commission, I would say,
Mhm.
to make sure that whatever the kind of the special regulations are within that zoning code, that we make sure that those end up in the final version, and whether that's us adding it after you're done or as part of the steering committee and it gets turned into the final document, that's fine, but just be aware that homework
Right.
will need to be done.
Right.
And because we've worked with many, we've dealt with those issues. Storage containers is a big one. Also just, standards for homes, basic homes.
Chickens.
That, yes. First floor of buildings downtown,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
conversions of existing homes into getting them cut up into apartments, things like that. So that's,
Yeah.
and those are all things we'll go through. And how they just need to be tailored to your city.
Well, I move that we approve the contract and move forward.
What was the total amount again? I'm sorry. I know that
Was
was that just for phase one? Is that was that
No, this is the
Cable laid
UDO.
phases.
the cable? Okay, my
So
bad.
this
I'm
would
sorry.
be this would be the, taking your zoning ordinance and subdivision
Right.
control ordinance, updating those as well as updating
Right.
your zoning map.
And how
So,
much is
and
it?
and that's, the total for that is 59,500.
I second that we move on that and accept that contract.
Let's see. $59, would you say 500?
Yes.
And that, sorry, and I read the email late, but that also included the one that you texted me about, that extra money with
No, that's not needed.
That's not needed now?
Right, so it's 54.5 for the code
Yeah,
and
and then
5
5,000
for the map.
Got it.
And not 10. That's
Okay,
correct.
no, okay, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. I just wanted, sorry.
Yeah, so after we spoke, I checked with our folks and they can get the data they need.
Okay,
Which is
perfect.
good.
Yeah. Do we know where all this money's coming from? Is it just coming from RDC? Where did we say it was coming from?
We didn't.
That's my next question.
Okay. So I feel like it's needed. We all know that it's needed. It's just, is there a way that we
Is there
can?
a shared venture with that? Is
That's-
there any money that can be applied out of both?
APC.
RDC has some money,
Right.
obviously. Does the city have some money?
We talked, I know that at one point, and I know you kind of said that you didn't love that idea about Wiga had mentioned that they might be willing to chip in some, but I know you said you kind of thought maybe not.
Didn't
It's okay if not.
I thought they chimed in at was it the February meeting?
Mm-hmm. Brian had made mention that they might, or was that Brian or was that Ken?
I guess,
Yes, it can.
It must have been
Wasn't
Brian.
Ken? I thought it was, okay.
when are you planning on doing this year, this budget year?
Yes, I would
Right
think we
now?
want to do it now. I don't think we want to wait.
You're on Wiga too, right? Sorry.
I am.
Okay, that's it. So I know that's
What do you
what
think, Sharon?
Well, it depends what bucket you're gonna pay it out of
Yeah.
it, because, we get designed that we have funds that are all restricted based on how the use is. The only one that would be applicable would be the Attica one. That is the food and beverage dollars, which is prescribed by Indiana code and how it's supposed to be spent.
Okay.
So, we're gonna review that tonight, actually, in the
Okay.
council
I
meeting.
think that's 1% you take out.
They'd have to be. It's the only one, you
Yeah.
can't take it out of the other
Anything else,
funds.
yeah.
They're pretty, it's.
I,
very
and I
specific.
please don't think that I'm trying to speak
No.
for, so I know that we did mention it.
I'm just the treasurer.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, it's a good thing. And I don't want that I'm saying anybody said that was a for sure thing, because that's a vote, that's something that we don't control that. So,
No, and we'll actually, at the council meeting, we're gonna talk to us about it tonight. So we're gonna go through the whole financial side of the food and beverage dollars and how we've been spending them in Riga. And then looking forward and how, and we also have to go back to the Indiana code. That was when we had, you guys had that resolution back in 2017, but in 2019 is when we actually were able to get it into the Indiana code and pass the law so that it could collect food and beverage tax dollars. But it's prescribed, and I have a copy of that code so everybody can be on the same page.
And it was supposed to be fairly general though for redevelopment,
It is.
of the city.
Revitalization.
revitalization.
Yeah.
And I think this definitely would fall in that category.
So we could
It would
take the
seem,
match out
I
of
mean, that'll be
that.
up to Wiga too.
Sure.
So,
I think we move forward with it for sure. I just want to make sure that we are clear on if whoever is if we're paying or if RDC is paying the full amount, if we're, if somebody's giving some money towards it or what, I'm
Well, we could do thirds or else we could do halves.
right. Yes.
That's my thought.
I mean, there is money budgeted in Riverboat that was supposed to be for the ambulance building grant match. However, we didn't get the grant.
Not yet.
Not yet this year. So those funds will need to be budgeted next year. So as of right now, we have money in a Riverboat that was literally set aside for, matching funds for the grant. that
As long
we
as
didn't get.
everybody understands that we'll have to budget that again next
Next year.
year,
Right.
and we didn't hold those funds over.
How annually, what are you getting for Riverboat?
It's decreased substantially, and I'm
Right.
not sure what the annual amount is now. I mean, there's not a whole lot left in that fund. We've used it for streetscape, we've used it for
Right.
a lot.
I mean, I was watching it decrease when I was there, so.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
Curious where
Yeah.
are you now?
Yes.
It's not going out.
No, it's gonna continue going down, I think.
So, I mean, right now, we budgeted 40,000 as part of the grant match, but of course, we budgeted out of at least 5 or 6 different places to come up with what was needed for that grant match.
So
That
if we
was one
each
of
came
them.
up with close to $20,000, if we did it 3 ways,
It'd
you,
be a hard hit in all of them, right?
Or
it
even
would
half
be-
and half, I mean,
well, I'm just saying if we do, it would be,
I guess
I like it better.
I guess what we could say is, we know we need to do it, we all know we want to do it, because it's for the betterment of not just these 2 committees, it's for the betterment of WEGA, it's for the betterment of anybody coming in to develop anything, people buy anything.
I think we know we're gonna do it.
So I
We just
know
don't
we're going
how
to do it, so
specifically.
if we're not necessarily for sure where the money's gonna come from right now, that's
We'll be
okay.
there.
We're gonna figure it out whether somebody helps or doesn't help. So I guess I would second the motion that Denise made. And,
Cindy made a motion.
Sydney made, my bad.
You're calling for
Sorry.
approval.
Yes, that. Whoever made the motion and seconded, and I'll just third it.
all right.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Tim also agreed. Yeah, I know, you're good.
All right.
I think
So how soon can you start on that?
Uh,
What are you doing this week?
Yeah.
Don't laugh.
No.
No, we could probably have a kickoff meeting, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, and I said it just because one of the things we do, remember last time, is we sent out a survey.
Yes.
About your codes, so we want to give you time to fill out the survey and get it back to us so we can analyze it. Yeah, no, we'll definitely
Okay.
schedule going.
Great. I'm just really excited that we're starting to move forward because we've been wanting to do this, for years, Judd? We've
Oh,
been
yeah.
talking about it. So
Doesn't need it.
It has needed done, so it's good that it's gonna be good.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so is APC considered done now? The APC group meeting, I would say, that portion of the meeting. I'm asking, because they don't need to, unless they want to stay for Baker Tilly report, correct?
Baker Tilly and Killy
They-
and Cable One.
Okay, so you're welcome to stay if you'd like, APC members, and if you would like to go, you also can bow out, but feel free to stay. I
And
don't
just
want you-
really
I-
appreciate you being here so we could take the vote. then.
Yes, yeah. I'm sorry, and I don't want you to think that I'm telling you to like, don't stay as long
No,
as you
I
would.
just, so what report is coming next?
So,
Yeah. and
go
then-
ahead, Cindy, tell
The
them.
next one is the redevelopment commission. We're talking about, one, we're gonna go over the budget that has to be presented to the council tonight.
We'll
Correct.
go over the 25 historical report, so like revenues and expenditures that RDC spent in 25.
Right, right,
Like the RDC's annual financial report.
right. And that's what we're doing
Yeah.
tonight. And then the second thing is going over Brian's cable lane, how we're moving forward on that. So both important.
Me here or no?
Please move
Am I
forward.
staying or going?
You?
It's up to you.
Should I stay for the RDC?
Well, I think you need to stay, I would like your input on the contract for Cable One.
Okay, I understand the contract and that's
Hmm?
fine.
Let's get Paula. Sure.
Bye, Paula. Thank you so much for making the time. I really
Thanks,
appreciate it.
Paula.
Sorry, it's not with it.
He's here for the
So you
duration,
might as
so.
well, that way, Judd, if you want.
Well,
Kyle
Jeff's
is
for the
here.
council meeting too, I'm assuming.
Oh, are you? For the council meeting?
No, Ingrid's gonna be here. for the
Oh, is
council
she?
meeting.
Okay, all right.
Very good. Wilmington.
Okay, so what should we do? Have we decided what we're doing?
Yeah, Brian's gonna do his, that way if he needs to go, he can take off.
Okay,
since
Brian, take it
Kyle's
away.
here.
Yeah, so last time we had a proposal for like the whole vision of the project and
Right.
so forth. And then, if you recall, that was lump sum, 4 different phases.
Right.
We'll use that as our roadmap as we go forward, but the contract and working with Corey Whitesell and Eric Smith, Eric's like, we may have some of this information. So what we've done is this contract here is just for the first phase of the project. So just
Right.
that due diligence, if you recall, are sort of 4 different phases. One was the due diligence and kind of site, getting the site ready for the RFP.
Right.
2 was the RFP. 3 was essentially help, well, it's the site center development, I'm sorry, help with the selections and just kind of getting all the other approvals. And then 4 was, site center development. It's like, okay, let's not get out over our skis here. Let's, one thing at a time. But because Eric had mentioned that we may have some of that information. So the other change you see, not only just kind of keeping the contract of the first phase, but we switched it from a lump sum to an hourly not to exceed. So it's the same amount, but if we do have that information, then great, that's just cut down our hours and that savings is passed on to you.
That's appreciated.
Yes.
We thought that would be the case.
Yes, that's nice. Well, and I gave a copy of the contract to Judd to look over.
Yep.
And he did quickly.
It's exactly like this contract with 4 different appendices that are different. And I compared to make sure that it was the same otherwise, but the appendices are fine. As long as you understand what you're paying for. So
Can you tell us what we're paying for?
the 19,000 figure was that just phase 1?
Yeah, that's phase 1.
So, yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a whole project. I'm like, this is a big contract for a small price, or that was phase 1. Yeah.
Exactly. And so then we'll just add in the other phases as those feature us.
It's my understanding have you been able to talk to Mark Little
I did.
yet?
And
Did
so
you?
he'll be sending you some information on the site, both on what he's got platted and can do now, as well as just his overall plan for that area.
And what was your feel?
Good. I mean, I want to see what he has. Essentially, it's a consideration of the homes that are already there, which is what I expected. And so it's just a matter of, he's going to send me some drawings, so I know just kind of what's happening with that, of the 2 acres that's immediately behind the homes that are on Gulf Ridge. And then, because that's obviously key to our site for some of the access. He's got Fairway Drive coming across, a little bit of it's platted, obviously more will need to be platted and that will benefit us, so that'll be one of the things that's removed.
But part of that is city, right, Larry?
Yes, that the area behind the homes is city. So we're looking at the 4 acre parcel and the 2 acre parcel behind the homes kind of together, just because we'll be pulling access from Fairway Drive and then coming out into this parcel. And so that's actually part of so we have obviously the coordination with Mark on what's happening there. We'll be looking at some quick yield plans, like what are the types of homes we think can go on there and have that access, and that'll help us tailor those decisions. Ideally, obviously, we're looking for Mr. Little. He's gonna have to dedicate that right away eventually. So we'd love, I expect that will be part of what will happen to, again, get the access back to our site.
So you're talking around the south end of
Yes,
that?
exactly. So, because we don't want to come in just only from the north through the existing residential neighborhood. That connection to Fairway is going to be key especially for during construction, things like that. I think residents will use that as well.
I think that, I mean, I live back there, so I would agree that you're basically gonna have to go through two different I mean, personally, as a personal thing, you're gonna have to go through two different neighborhoods to get to another one. As a
The way it is now.
the way that it is now,
Yeah.
if you went through that direction.
Right.
I personally, this is not, I'll do what is best, because this is what called for. But as a personal preference, that would be, my preference is to not obviously come in through that way. You guys all know that though, just because
Right.
it's gonna put way more traffic back there, it's gonna be a lot. And that's, even if I wasn't living back there, I would still say the same thing.
And for my developer hat on, that's where I want all my trucks and things coming in,
Mhm.
from that way as well.
Mhm.
The people over there on Fairway expect an extension of their neighborhood at some point in time. So
Do they?
they're part of a platted neighborhood, so I would.
Yeah, so it's anticipated.
I mean, Mark's saying that that's what he wants to do, and the people that live there
Oh, I didn't know.
may have two different ideas.
I don't think they have a choice today.
Well, no, but I'm just
Okay.
being aware of what,
Having been in Mark's shoes, doing development, especially phase development, that is, unfortunately, it's always the case where I'm building in remonstrance to the next section of my development. I moved out here to be in the country. I'm like,
You're
Yeah.
in development.
I've heard them say that to me in a neighborhood with hundreds of homes.
okay, so what's it gonna look like when phase one is done? What's gonna be crossed off?
Yeah, so phase one, so the other thing, so we will have, so phase one is prepping us for the RFP. And if you recall, when we talked about, in order to get good response to the RFP, we need to show we're serious. We're competing against a lot of sites.
Right,
We need to show
right.
we're serious about the site. So that's where part of this was due diligence. And I think one of the conversations we have, and I'd be glad to get bids for you, is some of those things that we talked about, title work, a phase one, environmental study, boundary survey, things like that, that shows you've done your homework. And we know that the site is clean. The reason the site's not developing, for the same reason I've had people come ask me, hey, come look at this site, and like, okay, so I've got to spend, $50,000, $60,000, and it's not a buildable site, right? So that, or there's issues with the site.
So would phase one be all, I'm gonna call it the legwork in getting, I say like what you were just saying,
Yeah.
the survey, the environmental survey, the all of
So
that.
I'd say
So-
due diligence, what we call out the due diligence studies.
Yeah,
So that, I would agree that needs to be one of the things that the board needs to do, and I can assist with that.
And that's on top of the
Yes, that's separate from,
19,000.
yes. Because what we'll do is we will take that information and identify, so that,
What do you think it's gonna run?
it's gonna be right around, having done similar project, it's probably about $57,000.
50 to 70.
56 to 57,000. So 55 to 60 if you're.
On top of the,
Yeah,
on top of the
that's your
19.
boundary survey, your phase one environmental, some geotechnical, just because soils can value up on things. So it's getting that information, pulling that information together.
Is there, because I'm just gonna ask the scary question, because it's obviously a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of money that obviously we're taking out for the other portion that we were just talking about before this. Then we have the 19K, and then we're talking about doing the 50 or 60, and then that's only phase one.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone have phase two. I'm not saying no. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make sure I understand in any of this, when we get ready to go to a developer, obviously that site's gonna look hopefully more attractive because we've done the legwork. Is there any time in that when they look at it and say, is there any way to recoup some of that money? Let me say.
I guess that's our part of us doing the phase,
Mhm,
phase one of this contract is that we are identifying if there's something comes up.
mhm,
We're identifying, okay, well, here's the impact of that, or here's how we get around that.
mhm.
So we are trying to find any of those red flag issues before this goes out, before we.
Check off their boxes before they
Exactly,
have questions.
because it makes all the difference in the world, say, hey, I've got a clean site, and we just.
You're ready to go.
Rushville, and if we had environmental, some remediation on that site, I've got, paperwork, it's a clean site, you've got a survey, you've got these other things, and it just shows, that you've got clean title to the property. right? There's not some weird covenant that doesn't allow you to put homes on it, or I've come across some really strange things before. And so that's what we're trying to do.
I mean, I think,
I would think yes. I mean,
It's all virgin.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like you have individual plots out there already or parcels.
Yeah, but I've come across covenants that you have to have a 75-foot front setback. And you're like, oh. okay.
so I guess again, is there any way when we go to sell this or to get with somebody, is there any way to recoup any of those funds? And I say that when we sell it or.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. And you put that into, that's just built in.
Okay.
That's phase
Where's
two.
your price?
Yeah, no, seriously, it is. It's, that comes into part of what is going into the price of the property.
Okay. I just, you know what I'm saying? Because there's,
I know
this
what
is
you- I
just
know
a
what you're
lot.
saying.
We're
I
gonna
know.
see our account, which I know this
Oh,
is
yeah.
what we've got. We have that set back for. You've saved up so much money to be able to do these things. It's not that I'm just asking the question on financial responsibility, I guess.
No, I believe me, I understand.
Yeah.
Having my money out there to do these kind of
Yeah.
studies, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just some straight, man, what is phase one's 19, and then we talked about the due diligence portion that's between 55 to 57.
Yeah.
What's the
I think
phase-
you have
So
the material, Sharon,
Yeah.
from the last time, but
I can't find it on my email.
Yeah, so it's number 7. So a boundary survey, topographic survey, title work, phase 1 environmental site assessment, and a geotechnical study, and then a water resources delineation. In other words, like
So that's the 19K,
so that would be
that's the big one.
yeah, that's like the 57.
What was the 19?
That is us kind of packaging that, as well as we'll do a couple land plans for this site to show what can happen on the site.
Okay.
I know that, like, one of the discussions we get into, I know we talked about, okay, there can be senior housing and things, but frankly, given that location, you may be able to put some townhomes in there or do some other things.
No.
Like that. No?
So this contract called for a couple of concepts, single-family detached houses and townhouses.
Exactly, and there's different
Or a
products, right? Exactly, and there's different ways you can do that, right? Whether they're just really.
we wanted to know whether or not it was gonna be patio condos, like the
Yeah.
4-pod idea, or is it gonna be single-family home? And, or can it be a combination of both?
Exactly,
And maybe the single-family home would be up by the golf course, and then the pods down,
yes,
so, you know,
and that's what we're looking at, and that's why.
So they're gonna have options.
Well,
Correct.
and what's important there is that we want to have those options, we want to have buy-in from the city that, hey, these are viable, that the city kind of blesses these, and then that way, you're not going to a developer that is you're not coming to them saying, okay, I want you to do all this due diligence work, and I want you to play the roulette game of, let's see if this neighborhood layout works, right?
Right.
And so those are the things we're trying to address, so that when.
but the population that we haven't addressed for housing is the older population.
Exactly,
And so that's why we're coming up with this idea, not for families,
yes.
but having it, maybe an HOA where it's gonna be like the patio condos or the single family, where people can, you know, move down, getting out of the big house and stuff.
And there are ways to do that that have the right scale and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've done a cottage neighborhood before, and that could be, you know, potential of that, where you've got smaller little bungalows that the home isn't on a street. It's on a landscape courtyard, and so you can get a great quality of life, but not, again, keep your costs down, and as well as get the important part is get the number of units on the site up, which makes a huge difference to the homeowner.
I want you to know that I've had people ask me if there's a waiting list, which I think is kind of neat.
That's a positive sign.
That is.
Yeah,
I'm looking, sorry, was trying to find it. So I just see on this contract, I just see phase 1. I don't see,
Yes,
is that correct?
correct.
Okay.
You guys only approved phase 1.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. And 19.
but the original material that was put
Had
out,
all the
Brian sent,
phases.
Yeah, I don't-
had all
the
4 phases,
Yeah.
so everybody has that information. You may not just have it tonight.
Well, I just want to refresh my brain now.
I know.
That's
One
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
It's
send you?
been a,
Yeah, so the next phase would be, great, we've got this now, packaging that all up, getting that out to developers, helping with the bid assessment, helping to drum up excitement about the site, and also, interview, being with you guys, helping you guys, interview the developers, qualify them, things of that nature, so that you've got somebody that can actually get the project done.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I build a house every once in a while. I think I'm gonna try doing it.
No,
So,
okay, thoughts, everybody?
I'm just reading again, sorry. I'm just making sure. I see that now where you said 56,000 or, yeah. What do you think, Sharon?
I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to do it.
I think we have to do it too.
I think in order to be successful and to make sure that we're doing it the right way and seem attractive.
And
to the
there's a
developer.
way to get it back
Yeah.
on the sale.
Do I have a motion to move forward, to approve the contract?
I make a motion to approve the contract.
A second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we accept the contract for the phase 1 of Cable Lane. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, done.
I'm
Okay,
excited
Brian.
for that too. I'm really
And
excited.
you're-
So you'll be starting on that tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got tomorrow, trying to get that information and things. So yes,
On these other things that are part of the 55 or 60, is that work that you'll organize, or should we be getting started on that independently?
yeah, let me pull together, because that is stuff that HWC can do as well. So I can get bids there, and if we want to do something different, we can go that way.
Yeah, I mean, if we have assignments to do,
Yeah.
then send it to us.
Mhm.
We'll
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, and we'll get a schedule here and things like that.
Okay. Okay, great, great. I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
Well, progress.
Everybody happy?
I'm happy. Can you send, email me copies of the contracts, or how does that happen?
So you got the signed contract on one cable lane, or you got two signed the contract on one cable lane?
I just have the one that I printed off.
I've got an extra.
That's, yeah.
Okay,
Is it like 10 pages plus 4 appendices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's got the addendums, the billing rates and
Yep.
Appendix C. Okay,
So, we have our copies of both that and the UDO. Do you need a copy of the UDO?
I'm sorry.
Do you need a copy of the zoning contract as well?
Yeah, she does.
Well, that's 80,
But he's got copies that he wants to.
Yeah.
somebody to
Right,
sign
right,
off on, so-
right.
Yeah, so that's the on-call, that's cable, and then that's the UDO. So,
so you're gonna put in the date then? You just want my
Yeah.
signature? Correct?
sure.
Oh, with
And
social
if you're
security
taking-
number and monthly name and just a few necessities.
Brian, do these require the signature of HWC or you as well?
They're already,
I didn't see a signature page.
Oh, it's in
It's
the, mine's in the
page
middle.
it's right before the appendices.
Do I need to
Oh, I
sign?
see it now.
What's yours say?
And if it's wrong. you can-
She just needs to sign it. I don't need to sign it, right?
Right.
Those are two
Oh, okay.
separate ones.
No, this one's the same one.
Oh, I
No,
thought
no.
they were-
You sure?
They look
They
similar.
look similar.
No.
This says
that
RDC.
says RDC. I think the both signatures on the set for there is RDC for both those.
Yeah, both of these are RDC, not
Just press that
ABC.
out.
Yeah, but so RDC signing the zoning ordinance one and RDC signing the.
Cable lane one.
So you need to sign both of them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Merry Christmas to you.
Is it all right then if I scan them and send you a scanned copy, or
Sure,
do you?
yeah,
need-
that's fine. Scan it. And then we'll get you.
Let's say, if you want the original, then you can scan them and send them to me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never come across that.
You have never seen that?
I have seen it, but I'm just saying, I personally have never witnessed
We
that.
still have the Baker Tilly presentation, and
Right.
just a reminder.
Run out of time.
Yes, she's just signing, so I feel like Kyle, you could go ahead and probably start.
Oh, wow. Safe travels. It was good seeing you.
Thank you, good to see
I
you.
bet you would.
Thank you for coming.
Judd, thank you so much.
I'm so happy to see you.
Welcome, join us, please.
Glad you're up and about.
Welcome.
What's that?
Glad you're up and about.
I'm sorry I
Yeah.
couldn't make it on Saturday. We had a dance competition in Indianapolis. No, I really wanted to come, but we had a dance competition.
You're fine.
I bet. I bet.
See you later.
And I'm gonna do this again at the council meeting, so I can go. with-
Yeah, you can go ahead, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Bye, thank you so much. I'm looking
I'll
forward to
email you.
working with you.
Do you need this?
Oh, yeah, do you want
I
this back?
do,
Oh,
I
okay.
need them.
Got it, got it.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, thanks.
Is he farther up in the meeting so he doesn't have to wait for like 500 hours?
That's the-
Yes,
Okay, yes.
you got it. Jim.
Hey, listen, if we get that done,
As part of the council.
it's gonna be
is there anything after that
everything.
you say?
Oh, 100%.
you know?
Yeah, you need to stay on.
100%.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna really talk about on my way out.
You're a child.
Okay,
I'm gonna make you go the opposite direction.
okay, so I'm
Sounded like
also,
you got it right.
I'm also gonna be presenting this at the council meeting, but I'm gonna present it now. So
Okay,
this is the, what we call the TIF management report for the April 15th report. It's due April 15th in Gateway. That's how it gets its name, and Joanne has already submitted it, I believe.
No,
Or she's
no, I
going
said
to
I would
submit
submit
it.
tomorrow
She's
morning.
gonna wait to submit it
I
after
want
this
to wait
meeting.
until after the meeting,
That's
but
smart.
it'll be done tomorrow morning.
Yes, and so I'm gonna come back in a couple of months for the TIF annual meeting where we'll look forward and like generate the TIF, project the TIF going forward. This is really just a historical look at 25 revenue and expenditures. And starting in 2024, it needs to be presented to the council, which is why I'll be doing it at the next meeting. But if you jump in on page 2, this is just a good reminder of the RDC reporting requirements, and we assist with all of these requirements. The one that's got the red font is what we're doing today. But one thing that is coming up is the pass-through determination, where you can pass through society to the overlapping units because your TIF area has been in an infancy stage and it's growing the balance. We haven't seen that in the past, and we would assume we wouldn't see that again. But I will say that with this new legislation that came out this session, if we don't complete the letters by June 15th, then there's a 5% automatic pass-through. That's just more of an administrative thing. Now, we're going to make sure we always hit the June 15th deadline, and we always have. But I did want to just for Joanne to know that there is that new requirement. They don't want things being turned in late. So, yeah. So we'll help take care of that. And then you'll see this at the very bottom, this annual presentation of tax units. That's the one where we'll come back in a couple of months and look forward. And then the spending plan at the end of the year that we've been doing the last couple of years as well is due December 1st. But page 3, you probably remember this slide. Just one quick refresher on TIF. It's mostly for the council, but base assessed value in the gray box there, you guys just have the one area right now, the Attica area. At the time that this was created, in 2017, that assessed value was locked in and continues to be passed through the overlapping units. And really only the increase or the real growth from construction, or if there's abatements rolling off, that's what's captured as TIF dollars. That base assessed value is stagnant, except it is adjusted once a year, and around August when we do the TIF neutralizations. So we calculate a factor that accounts for trending, and so that makes so that the units still get all of the assessed value that they should based on trending, and really the RDC only captures the growth. So that growth, then the incremental value times the tax rate after factoring in circuit breaker credits, is the TIF dollars that go into your allocation fund, can be used in serving or benefiting the economic development area as long as the project's in the economic development plan. The economic development plan can be amended pretty easily from time to time. It just has to go through the 4 meeting requirement, 2 at the RDC, 1 at the council, and 1 at the plan commission. Then once your area expires, which currently doesn't have an expiration date, but if there's bonds that are issued, that starts the 25-year life clock. Then at some point, that assessed value would be passed through the overlapping units. City's budget can only grow by about 4% every year. So at that point, if an area is expired, then there'd be tax rate pressure downward on the tax rate.
So the new housing development south of town, that's been approved and the bond's been,
The Shepherd's Landing project.
The TIF area hasn't been created, but the RIF loan has been.
right.
So
But that TIF area needs to be created.
yeah,
And we have until the end of the year to do that.
yes,
Is that
and I
correct?
will say, also in legislation this spring, they increased the the life of the TIF can now be 25 years, like other TIF areas, and not 20 years.
Okay,
So they had it at 20 years. But I will say they did specify, and I want to check with legal counsel too, but they did specify that when the bond matures, like say you pay that bond off early, the area does have to end once the bond matures.
Mhm.
So there would be strategy to just make sure that we have a good estimate, and that's not going to get paid off sooner, because I think we had talked about a 70-30% split.
exactly.
So there's a little bit of strategy there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next slide.
And do you do that? Do you work on that, establishing that area? Is
Yes.
that, I mean,
He works with Heidi, so yeah.
So yeah,
well, and you're gonna work though with the county to get that
Yes.
done,
Yes.
declared. So
And
there's no
so there'll be.
snafu this
So we'll want to
time.
pull in.
Yeah,
we'll
I
probably-
wasn't part of that.
Yeah, we'll help on the back end for sure, like talking
Okay.
to the county. Then, yeah, I've talked to the auditor. I email the auditor on other things all the time, so we'd be good there. But
Okay.
we would want to work with Barnes and Thornburg to get the area set up, and then we would do what's called a tax impact statement, which shows the impact to the units of setting up the area, and they would have that 4-meeting approval process that can
Mhm.
happen, in a few months. So whenever you wanted to start the process. But that new 20-year requirement, it starts July 1st. So we might want to wait until July 1st to start the process. So this fall.
But then start it then, because it's gonna take 4 meetings. I
Yeah.
mean, so we're not rushed
Right.
Yeah.
like crazy people.
Yeah.
At the
I
end,
think like late summer, early fall.
maybe
Late
like
summer.
after, yeah.
Like July
And then-
2nd.
And then it will set the base assessed value for that area as of January 1 of 26. So
Right,
before
right.
anything's been done, we want the base to be lower so the TIF can capture the maximum amount. So that's why we'll want to do it this year as well.
Right,
That slide 4 is just the purpose of TIF. I won't go into that slide. Slide 5 is the redevelopment commission members as of the end of the year. Obviously, there was some changes in 2025, so that's what that note at the bottom is saying. Yeah, it says removed, but just left not necessarily removed.
they weren't in it,
Yeah. But on slide 6, this will just show you the history of the area. It was created in 2017, amended in 2019 to designate Harrison Steel personal property, to be able to capture personal property as well.
Right.
And then slide 7, this is going to show you your revenues and expenditures during 2025. So 161,000 of revenues, 152,000 of expenditures. The middle box is going to break down the expenditures by the category. So professional services.
Hey, folks. Could, we're in the middle of a meeting, so I hate to be rude, but could you kind of hold it down just a little bit so we can conduct business? Thank you.
So the professional services is 49,000. Then you'll see the 99,000 for the capital outlays other, which is the purchase of the property going
Right.
Cable Lane. You'll see some mowing fees and then some bonds for officials. So that'll just break down, that 152,000 by the categories.
And this is probably the most expensive year we've ever had in this.
Yes,
I mean,
to date.
to date, yeah.
but you still brought in more than you spent.
That's
Yes, we
true,
did.
that is true.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. That's a.
And
Cool.
what we'll see in the summer is with the abatement and rolling off the personal property, this revenue projection gets better, as we look forward. This is just this 1 year. So, yeah. So the fund balance is on page 8. So at the end of the year, you had 504,000 in the allocation fund for the RDC. There's obviously no debt payments right now. You do have to report on housing. If you have a housing TIF allocation area, which you will in the future, we do report the number of homes sold in the previous year and the average sales price, because they want that to be transparent in the report too. So down the road, we will have that with whoever develops.
Okay.
And yeah,
That's it?
that's it.
Well, that was easy.
The
That might have been
summer,
the easiest one you've ever done for us,
The
Kyle. I'm not
summer-
gonna lie.
the summer report has got more information, but this one is a little bit simpler. And you don't have like some RDCs have 10 areas, and then you got to report on all the areas.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for waiting.
Kyle.
No worries.
Is there any other business?
10 minutes to spare.
I know.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. We're going to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Our next meeting is going to be
I hope we do this every time.
May